Hey guys, welcome back to Olson's Garage. So, we're getting started. KX250. We are going to be doing a small build on this, but mostly we're going to be freshening up a bunch of stuff. This chain has seen better life. We've robbed parts so that we can make the KX125 work. These sprockets aren't terrible, but I'm replacing the chain, I'm replacing the sprockets. Oh, there is actually quite a bit of wear on these. Regardless, we're going to be going through the drivetrain. We're going to be putting a new rubber in here. We're going to be putting new rollers. And we are going to be putting new swing arm sliders so that we're not having any problems there. We're going to be eventually updating the plastics and the seat. We'll get rid of this ribbed seat. We're going to make these plastics look really, really sick. And we're going to be putting new protectors up there. We got to rebuild the forks. And just for aesthetic reasons, I want to try and find a nice, cool FMF pipe because honestly, this thing's kind of ugly and it would be sweet to have a matching FMF bike. This is kind of a little sneak peek of what you guys are going to maybe be seeing. Hopefully this color turns out right. But yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, so first and foremost, we're going to be swapping these bars to the 125. So let's take these bars off. I finally upgraded to the big CHUB bar style that Tusk has. I think these are going to be really sweet. And then these are super, super beefy. The problem is that I'm going to need to get different clamps for the big bar setup. We've tried with the 7/8 bar setup. You need to get the special one for the CHUB bar, otherwise it will not fit. And then these will just wrap around and break your arm. Ask Kyle. We think that's what happened. We don't know. Anyway, so we're going to leave these off, but we have to take them off right now. We're going to take these off and then start taking stuff off these bars. Stay tuned. Okay, so I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So you see I have one guard off, the other guard is still on. My tech tip for that is you see a lot of guys struggling to get this collet piece that goes into the end of the bar. What you want to do is you want to thread it out a couple of turns, and then you want to take your hammer and give it a nice little bop, and then it'll unseat this collet piece, and then you're able to just pull the whole thing out. You don't have to wail on it. It's super, super easy if you do it right. Some of them may fight. This one, I unthreaded it, gave it one nice tap. This thing popped out, and I pulled it out with one hand. It was super easy, but I just wanted to make a point to that. It's super easy. Hit it with a hammer. When in doubt, hit it with a hammer. Just be smart about it. All right, so for this next step, you have to take out these bolts right here. You can kind of see them. And then this whole thing pops out, and there's going to be some rubber bushings on there and stuff. So you'll see it when I get these out. I want to say these are a 17, and then you twist them out. They're pretty easy to do. So we're going to zip those out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is really, really sweet. I'm really excited. I'm trying to hold you guys with one arm. It's very difficult. So I got these out. I forgot that the bushings actually stay in there. If I'm not mistaken, both these holes are tapered, so in theory, you could just pop these out. They're pretty easy to replace, and I think they're super cheap. Replace them. If you're in here, replace them. It's so easy. But anyway, this is what the old ones looked like. I want to say I paid like $85 for these two. Oh my god. Yikes. Bad move. The bar and the universal clamp, I think the setup, or the clamps, there's two clamps, obviously it comes with two clamps. The setup was like $70, I want to say. God, why did I buy these? It's because I didn't know these existed. These are awesome. These are beautiful. Look at these. And then they're offset, so you can, you know, move your bar forward or backward. I'm going to keep mine farther backward, so hopefully I can still get to these clickers. But basically, it goes as follows. Whoop, whoop. Camera's going crazy. It goes as follows. put the bolt on, or put the nut on. That's it. Super easy. So I'm gonna stop holding this with one arm. But yeah, super easy. We'll get those installed. Bing, bang, boom. We'll be on our way. Okay, so we got the big bar installed. Things gonna look sweet. We're gonna actually order up some of those grips that we have on the 125. We're gonna put those on the KX250. But anyway, first off, wouldn't this thing look sweet if it was like silver? When the Banshee's getting powder coated, I might try and powder coat this too. I think that looks sick. And then in that case, I could get a spare bar for the meantime. But anyway. These mounts look sick. Thing looks great. I got it centered pretty good in here. So basically what you want to do, you want to slide the bottom mount in. Before you get them tight, get the bolt or get the nut, snugged on both sides. Then you want to go put your bar in, get it kind of centered, bolt these down quick, get them tight, get these like tight. Then go back, rattle these tight. It'll help keep this in place so you don't have to hold it. It makes life a lot easier rather than holding this and impacting or wrenching against. You could put a flat, like a pretty big adjustable on here and hold it that way. That'd be a way to do it too. I opted to do it this way, so then at the very least, I could zip these back out and I can turn it, and these are nice and tight. It was really easy. So yeah, big bar installed. Check one. We are going to be in here pretty much the rest of the week doing stuff like this. So we're back in the gym, back into working on stuff, and there'll be much more videos. Thanks for watching. This is Olson's Garage. See you next time. Alright, so this is what this ended up turning out to look like. I think it looks pretty sweet. I think it'd look even sweeter if they were gray.